Hello and welcome to the 30 to Lock show presented by RotoRadar Daily Fantasy Sports. My name is Joshua Reimer. I am joined by none other than Jared Block, who is over on my right. Jared, my stream is not liking the fact that I am doing so many things at once because I've got the Dodgers game on over here. I'm obviously streaming you. We've got the stream live right now, so I think I have to close out of some windows, like I was telling you earlier. Might have too much open at the current moment.
That's what happens, man. Time to get a new computer, I guess.
I
Uh,
guess, man. This is a nice computer to get a new one so soon, I guess. Who knows?
yeah. I know that we're sweating out this Dodgers game right now. Uh, Still mad about the Brewers and the fact that, yeah, I'm glad they got the win, but Max Fried should have easily had the win himself. Who knows? But I'm looking to get back into it here. We have FanDuel lock coming up in about 18 minutes, and then we have the DraftKings lock in about 40 minutes. So two different slate times today. Just wanted to give the housekeeping out there, and also the fact that I have released my FanDuel build to everybody, as well as the DraftKings article is already up on the site. So they're both there
Nice.
for you.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we're in a solid spot today. I feel good about where the builds are at. I feel good about everything really. I have a question for you. Do you know where Brendan Donovan is at over on DraftKings by chance?
Yeah, Brendan Donovan is 2,300 third base shortstop.
Third base shortstop. Ew. All right, that's fine. We'll work with it.
Yep, not the greatest. I was hoping he'd be second base eligible there, but whatever.
Yeah. That would work really well if he was second base eligible, but DraftKings doesn't want us to have nice things. Still, it fits perfectly, Jared. So we're gonna make it rock and roll. We're gonna make it work. All right, yeah. If you guys have any questions about today's slate, feel free to ask them. DK articles coming out soon. FanDuel lineups coming out very soon. And yeah, we're ready to sweat. Like Jared said, early only is going well. We have a little bit of a sweat going on with Dodgers bats. We really can't have Dodgers outside of our own doing well, or else we're going to end up losing today's slate. Well, I say losing on FanDuel, smashing on DraftKings. We're in GPPs right now. We're clearly going to cash. Sonny Gray really led the way. It was a good day over on DK for sure.
Yeah, who was everybody's SP2 then if it wasn't Sunny, or was it Sunny?
It was Sunny. Sunny was around like 75% owned though. I think people went
Oh wow,
elsewhere. People might have gone the double pay up route with Walker, and that probably was a big mistake because Walker, 5 innings, only 91 pitches, didn't do that well. He'll get the win here, but not much else.
interesting. So they obviously didn't have the bats that were necessary then. I'm
No.
confused.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have those bats. I think that some guys that made a big difference in my lineup were McMahon, Trey Turner, Cody Bellinger doing well for me. Will Smith did well with the RBI double. Um, Here, let me look at ownerships real quick just to make sure I'm not. Oh, I closed out of the DraftKings page. Never mind. You don't get ownerships right now.
Nice. Well, you got rewarded for closing out of DraftKings because King Jeter just followed us, and I'm sure that you're a happy camper to hear that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm a very happy camper to hear that. That's a pretty sick name right there. All right. Jared, same question as I always ask you every day, but I'm gonna ask you here right now. What is the one guy that you couldn't get in your lineup that you wish you could?
Yeah, I think today it's going to be less of that and more that I wish the Marlins had a different lineup. I did get Jazz Chisholm in there. I guess maybe the only one that I really like, I got everybody that I wanted. The one guy I guess I didn't, I was having trouble deciding on would be Joey Gallo versus Aaron Hicks. So I'm not going to give the answer on who I actually had, but that was a tough one at the end of the day. Same price basically on FanDuel.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being a tough one. For me, kind of went back and forth with a few plays. I guess if I wanted the one guy is the guy that you have in your build. It's Jazz Chisholm. I feel like he's in a great spot. Feel like he could really dominate tonight, and I'm just not able to pay that price tag, man. An insane price tag. I'd rather have Aaron
It is
Judge.
high. Oh, really? Okay.
But I mean, that's your pivot,
I
right? Like that's That's the pivot that you
Oh,
have
yes,
essentially.
you said that I don't have that's correct. I don't have Aaron Judge, and that's
Yeah,
yeah, that is the pivot. You're basically getting Jazz Chisholm plus $400 or something like that,
yeah,
which, I think is worth the gamble tonight. I like the spot for Chisholm. He's probably the only guy that's really in a great, fantastic spot in Miami. Again, I wish Jesus Sanchez was a little bit higher in the lineup. Could have bad him clean up tonight, and I would have felt much better about that. But
mhm.
he'll just be a one-off for me today.
Yes, it would have been nice to see him in the lineup a little bit higher. Make that correlation make more sense, but doesn't work out for us. This is a loaded slate, which with plenty of pitching. Has your thought process changed at all with the pitchers that you like the most and the pitchers you like the least?
Well, it's a story of two different things. I have a pitcher that's only on FanDuel, and then I have two different pitchers. I actually decided to pay up at two different spots on DraftKings, so
That's the
I
way to
think
get
that's a little bit
contrarian.
contrarian.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that there's a few bats in here that I know are going to be low owned, which I feel really good about. I will give this one away. I'm playing Jose Trevino at catcher.
Dude, I almost did it. I was very close. Ended up going somewhere else that I really like with one of my bigger stacks in the White Sox, but I was very close on the Trevino play, and I just with salary restrictions and stuff had to change up a few things, but I like the play a lot. I think you're pretty spot on right there.
Yep, he left the yard yesterday. Maybe he pulls Kurt Casale today. That's what
Oh,
we're
who
gonna call
knows?
these guys under 2,500 on DraftKings.
Yeah, that end up doing well. Kirk Casales, I like it. Let's see. I'm looking for anything else that I can ask you here, but I'm pretty much all done. I don't know. What do you think is the biggest mistake that the industry makes tonight? I think I have mine in mind, but I'm curious to hear
Ooh.
yours.
I'll say it again, and I probably get there's a chance I get really blown up for this. You might see it clipped on tomorrow on Twitter or something, but I
By
think
me.
people are going to make the mistake and play a ton of Blue Jays today, and it's not going to work out for them long term. It might work out for one batter. It's not going to work out for three plus.
Yeah, I think like one of the biggest mistakes that the industry is going to make tonight is probably going to be playing Vladimir Guerrero Jr. when you could have played Jose Abreu, you could have played Rizzo. Even at the end of the day, you could have played I would have felt better about playing Jared Walsh, but playing Vlad in this spot just seems like a big spot that could end up failing tonight.
Yep, either that fails or you'll see us fail. I think that's it either goes one way or the other.
Yeah.
And if you don't see this video clip tomorrow, that's a good sign for us.
Yes,
We have to
it
keep our
certainly
jobs for
is.
one more day.
One more day on. Yeah, I don't know. I feel really good about where things end up, and I need that Toronto team to score some runs because my top pitcher depends on it a little bit. So can't
I
have them
know.
get shut out.
Runs, you need one run. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
that is true. Just one. Hopefully, just one. If I need more than one, then that could be an issue. But hopefully, it's just one run needed, and we'll be happy campers over here. All right, I'm getting everything edited. I'm getting everything posted. If you want to take over here for a second and you know talk a little bit.
Yeah. So in addition to that, FanDuel slate locks in 10 minutes. DraftKings locks in again 35 minutes. So don't panic. You still have plenty of time for everything. I think that again. Oh, I didn't really mention, but the again, like for the Jazz Chisholm play, like he's going to be low on today because you could one only play him on one site, and two, I don't see anybody playing him over Luis Robert or Tim Anderson or Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo. Like there are guys all over the place that you can play. So I think that again, just like yesterday, uh, I said that you needed to have five guys in the outfield, and I think I got 4 home runs from my outfield yesterday. So
Yeah, you
if
did,
this works
didn't
out
you?
for me today, yeah, I think I did. Trout, two from Judge, Taylor Ward, and Jordan Alvarez.
That's
So
funny.
I guess that's five.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah,
that's insane.
I mean, yeah, it is insane. So I guess my call of the day today is just to make sure that you have two first basemen in your FanDuel lineup, and I'm taking the risk on Golden Chisholm over Judge. That's what I have to live with.
Yeah, it's a good risk though, I think. I think that at the end of the day, like you need to make risks. Like you said on the podcast, I think you said it perfectly. The fact that Judge can very well go can go like 1 for 4 with a walk and, a double and that's fine for cash games. That's enough for me, but that's definitely not enough for you in tournaments. So it's a
Yep.
good space to it's a good spot to get different for sure.
Yep. Chisholm has to outscore Judge tonight. That's a very tall task, but it can happen.
It is. It
Also,
is.
never mind. I'm going to go back to the question you asked me earlier. I
Yes.
really wanted Juan Soto, but couldn't justify it today. I think that the narrative's huge for
Interesting.
here. Everybody wants to, everybody's going to jump on him and say that they need to trade him. Maybe he doesn't want to leave. I don't know. He also made those comments against the Astros the other day, saying that they didn't have to cheat to win a title, which I thought was interesting.
Hmm, very interesting. Yeah, I think that the Juan Soto play could actually work out. He's done well against. He has done well before against. Um, sorry, name blinking. Pablo Lopez.
Pablo,
He's done well against Lopez before, so it definitely could work out for you.
I'm looking it up because I'm just curious. I didn't even look at BVP today at all. Um, Looks like people end up on Matt Chapman today, probably. He's got the best BVP on the slate.
Yep,
Uh,
I saw that.
yeah, yeah, whatever. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. I'm curious. 8 for 22. Okay. 2 home runs. I can get behind that.
Yeah, nothing huge or anything, but definitely a little bit of something there. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to finish up my article here that way so everyone's all good on that front. Because I know I had to post in a few minutes. But everything else is updated for you guys. Lineup. I don't know why I got some. I don't know why I got some corn symbols on my lineup in the Discord. But hey, we'll roll with it. We'll take it. I thought at first that I posted in the wrong spot, but I don't think I did. So think that's you guys, probably you and Anthony, just being silly at the end of the day.
Somebody else did it. I just added fuel to the fire.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. That's sometimes what happens. All right. We have 7 viewers. If you guys have any questions, they can be NBA related too. We're happy to answer those questions. But if not, then we'll continue to shoot the shit and have some fun doing it. Jared, if you are full stacking Yankees, how many runs do you need to feel good about it? Let's say in tournaments for this question, not in cash games.
Uh, Last night, I said this on the podcast, but last night I played 4 of them and I got 75 handle points, and 50 of them came from Judge. And I felt like that wasn't enough
Yeah.
because it came mostly from Judge. So I think that, like, if you're not playing Judge, you probably need 70. If you are playing Judge, you probably need like 80 to feel comfortable.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Like, you need them to go balls to the wall if they're like, because everybody's gonna have Judge tonight, so you need the other guys to step up as well.
Yep, for sure. Those other guys, plenty of other options on that team that I think can do really well tonight. I'm hoping it's a night like last night where we had a lot of Reimer Rockets. Dude, that was insane. Like I had 6
That
at the
was
end of the
so
night.
awesome. Yeah,
We had 8 between us, and those were unique players. So like I think in total, if we included like Judge having 4 because we both had him,
and Trout.
and
Yeah.
Trout and all those guys that we both had in our lineups that had home runs, that number gets to double digits, which is that's an insane night, man. Those don't come around very often, but when they do, they're a lot of fun.
Yes, especially on what, a Tuesday. That was awesome to see on a lower slate of Tuesday too. We didn't have as many games as we usually do on Tuesdays. Uh, yeah, I guess let's shift the talk over to NBA for just a little bit. I know we have a couple minutes until FanDuel lock, but I'm trying to justify why Golden State is 5.5 point favorites tonight. I don't know why, uh, but I do think Dallas has a shot to cover here. Maybe not win, but cover at least.
Well, it's at home, so that automatically gives them 3 points. And I think you can justify 2.5 points of this team being better than the other team, right? Like I don't know. I don't think it's an absurd line. I do agree with you that the Mavericks can cover, but I feel like they lined this pretty well at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's disrespectful. That's not what I'm going for. I think it's more so like this should probably be 4.
Yeah, I could see it being closer to 4. That makes sense to me too. I don't know. I think I think it is I think Luca's gonna like if Luca knows it, like he views it as disrespectful. I'm sure that Mavericks team views it as disrespectful. I mean, you just beat the best team in the Western Conference. You beat them on their
Yeah.
worst night, so I don't know. It just depends how much weight you put behind that last win by the Mavericks. Like, do you put a lot of
Well,
weight
there's
behind it?
also yeah, I think there's a lot of momentum coming in here. They think they can beat anybody now. Maybe the one thing I do want to know, and maybe this is worth taking the extra time to invest in this, if it's even out there. The fact that, knowing Cuban, I think that he has this kind of killer mentality where maybe Dallas didn't go home after the Phoenix game. Maybe they went straight to San Francisco. And if
That
that's
would
the
be
case,
insane.
then I'm all aboard the Dallas train if that's the case, because that's something that that mainly Bill Belichick and Tom Brady used to do with the Patriots. They used to
Yeah.
just stay out and play on the West Coast if things like that happen. Also, the fact that Dallas played on Sunday and the Warriors haven't played since what, Thursday or Friday? I think Friday. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know, a little bit of something there.
No, definitely a little bit of something there. You make a good point. We've talked about it the last few times how much of a difference it makes when it comes to um the fact why is the site making me log in again? This is the worst. It makes a big difference when you could potentially be rusty, and if that ends up happening, you could definitely see the Mavericks steal game one, and then if they win two at home, then it becomes their ball game, right?
Uh, I think so. I mean, I also don't think I think Luka's the best guy in the playoffs yet, so I'll take the plus 5.5 here.
Yeah.
Again, if that doesn't work out, then you'll find this on the internet later.
Exactly. Exactly. It'll be interesting to see if it does work out, man. I think that there's definitely some potential for it to work out. And like you said, like it's so beneficial to have the best player in the league with on your side when it comes to those games in the finals in the Western Conference Finals.
Absolutely. How many home runs do you think Judge can hit this week?
This week, I don't know what's the next series though. Do you know who we're playing next after this?
We'll find out here. It's not going to be the Orioles. White Sox for the homestand.
Oh, for the
They play the
homestand too?
Orioles again tomorrow? Oh my goodness, dude. Just
That's
give them a
insane.
break.
Yeah, seriously. I think he could probably hit 7, 1 a day, even with the day off.
Oh, what is this? They play the Orioles in Yankee Stadium next week, Monday, Tuesday,
Yes,
Wednesday.
bro. I cannot. I
Like,
I was telling Jared about this before we went live. Like, there's nothing better than being able to stack your own team nearly every single night they're on the slate. And it's going to be the same thing next week. I'm just going to load up on Yankees every day. Like, obviously,
what is
like
this?
I put my research behind my takes always, but like you don't really need to know much to know that like Yankees are the best plays every single night just because of how they're hitting right now. They're the best offense in the MLB. There's no doubt about
Oh man, yeah. What is this? The Brewers and the Reds on the main slate every day. That's pretty
it.
much what this
Basic.
is.
I mean, that's like the equivalent, right? Like it's that
Yeah.
exact thing. It's that. So I don't know.
All right, FanDuel's locked. Intrigued to see what's his first game again? Oh yeah, I get to see my Chisholm ownership.
Oh yeah, tell me. Let me know.
Oh wait, FanDuel's making sure I'm a human. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Give it a
By
second.
the way, Isaac Paredes hit 2 home runs against the team that traded him.
I saw him at min price on FanDuel, and I was like, he would be the guy because it's his former team and everything. He would be the guy to go yard, and I saw him go yard, and I was like, wasted take there. Wasn't even
Yeah.
didn't even get the opportunity to use it.
Jazz Chisholm's around 10% in tournaments.
Okay. So probably have around 15% ownership in cash. I'll have to take a look at that as soon as I am done with getting everything posted for the main slate article. By the way, if you are a cash game member, that is posted on the site now. about to get a notification out on Twitter that that is all good to go. So if you are looking to make your DraftKings builds, the article is up.
Right. Yeah, Jesus Sanchez 5%. Pablo Lopez got 5% in tournaments as well. Other than that, there's not much going on here. We
You
can
know,
wait 5 more minutes for Zack Wheeler, and then we'll get out of here.
yes,
Or 4 more
sir.
minutes. Who would your so I need to figure out a way that to not have Luca as my MVP tonight. It's gonna
You
be
do?
almost impossible to try to figure it out. I don't know. Do you like? Is that because I we both had Jimmy Butler, and I guess he was the highest owned player on FanDuel collectively. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I don't. But we both ended up smashing with different lineups last night,
Sure.
and I had Jason Tatum in the All Star, and I had Jalen Brown in the or sorry, flipped around. I had Jalen Brown in the All Star, Jason Tatum in the Pro, and then I got a nice game out of Robert Williams. But yeah, also not to toot my horn, but Grant Williams sucks. So
Yeah, he does.
there's
Doesn't
that.
matter though. I still cash, so I could care less if
I
he
know.
sucked or not,
Yeah,
as long as I
we both
win.
crashed the tournament. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I saw. I wish I like. I thought about it, but like I didn't put him in. I saw Peyton Pritchard at like that same exact price tag, and I was like,
Yeah,
the Pritchard play would make the most sense. Smart's been playing point guard basically. Pritchard's going to get some extra minutes. He also shoots the three ball, so like everything made sense when it came to the Pritchard play, and I just didn't put him in.
yeah. I went Derek White, didn't work out. So just as bad as Williams. Um, Tonight though, I feel like you have to take your stance on how many Golden State Warriors are going to play. I think that it's there's a situation where you potentially go Luca and four Warriors. I don't know if that's the best scenario to go with, but I do think I would suggest getting two Mavs in there somehow. I just don't know who I would feel best with. I'd probably feel best with Jalen Brunson, but I don't know. I still think there's something here, but I don't have. I'm too scared to go with this. Maybe I'll just take a stab at it, but you got to pick the right center for Dallas, and I think that you're in a good spot if you do that.
Really, that's I
Yeah,
see.
I know it's scary, but they were just I don't know, man. I just go back to the Steven Adams games and the Brandon Clark games from the previous series.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Who if you had to guess who that was, who do you think it would be?
Oh, who knows? If I had to guess, it would be Dwight Powell, and that's really scary.
That is really scary. That is the definition of really scary. The sucky thing is that like you don't have the paydown guys in this series necessarily. So like, um, I don't know. It's just going to be hard for me to go to. You got to kind of build more of a balanced build today rather than yesterday was really stars and scrubs at the end of the day.
Yep, I agree with you.
All right. Doesn't seem like we have any questions, Jared. We're about to get that ownership on Zack Wheeler in about a few seconds. So if you want to keep an eye out for that, man, this Dodger game has been a sweat. Please strike out Trey Turner. Actually, Trey Turner's the one guy that could get a hit, but I just don't want more batters to come up. So I feel like I should just root for a strikeout here.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
never mind. He just barely missed a home run. It was just to the left of the pole. Like I said,
Oh
he's the
goodness.
one guy that could get a big hit and it'd be okay. I just can't. It can't be Muncy. It can't be Bellinger, and it probably can't be Justin Turner either. But uh, Trey here and Will Smith up next. But I don't know. I also just don't. I'm in a conflicting spot.
All right, so I ended up getting Zach Wheeler under 5% in tournaments.
Ooh, spicy.
We'll
That's
see how it
juicy.
goes.
Yeah, man. If it
It's
goes
very
well,
way lower than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like I don't know, 10 to 12.
yeah, very good ownership. I'm would be curious to see if if he had any ownership in cash games, but I'll have to go take a look at that later. Jared, let's get out of here. Any final thoughts from you?
Not really. I know where I hedged myself today, and we have DraftKings coming up in about 30 minutes. Wasn't able to hedge myself as much there, but again, I think paying up a pitcher on DraftKings in both spots is the way to get different.
Oh, I wonder if anyone took Pablo. They're probably a little bit worried. Cesar Hernandez leads off with a with a triple
Okay.
to lead off that game. So Pablo players could be a little bit scared, but we'll have to see. Jared, let's get out of here. Have a feeling we're gonna have another great day. We're already having a great day on the early only slate, and it's time to stay hot. It's time to finish off the week strong. I know I have one more day. You obviously finish off the rest of the week, but time to end the week strong and have a good time doing it. But let's get out of here, Jared. As always. Oh, before I leave, for any of you who are in here who have not checked out the announcements tab, you should. We're running a little promo, giving away some more RR bucks if you do post your results from the past few days because of how hot we've been. So make sure to go check that out, and you can potentially get some more RR bucks to pay towards your next season pass membership. Now, Jared, let's get out of here. As always, my name is Joshua Reimer. Good night and good.